We're starting out the day with her crawling in bed after having burned out and striking out. So Oasis just got home from another day of work, and as you can see, she is burned out. There's just the creative fog was too much, and it took over. And then Clement called and was like, "Hey, so you want to hang out for a bit?" And he came over, and yeah, for some reason she thought this was a good time to let him know how she felt about him. Yeah, might have been feeling just a little bit sad and down and made some bad decisions, did a little bit of flirting, and he rejected her hardcore. It did affect their friendship a bit. As you can see, they've dropped down a pretty significant amount. They were nearly full, and now not so much. The positive side of things is between her royalties and her day at work, she came home with 1,585 simoleons. So I'm going to make some changes around the house. Also, want to hang on here to just a little bit of money because we do have the ability with the mod that I'm using to book a writing retreat. So if we can hang on to around 300 simoleons, we should be good. Basically, this should remove that burnout and kind of reset her a bit, get her ready to write again, and hopefully we can keep the money just rolling in. All right, it's a little bit unfinished and there's basically nothing going on inside, but there's the new look. We've kind of widened it out, brought it forward, and the bathroom that was over here has been moved to the back. Let me give you a peek at that. So we extended a little bit just to kind of fit with the rest of the room, and not much else has changed there other than adding a few tiles where we needed to. I moved the chair and light out here to kind of near where the fireplace will be someday. And, you know, I've kind of built that into here. We'll finish it off with an actual, like, roof sculpture at some point that gives us that bit of smoke, but I wanted to hang on to a little bit of money yet. As far as the kitchen area, we kind of took it from its place, rotated it a bit, and put this here. Eventually we'll buy some additional chairs, and I'll get another bit of cabinetry to put on the end. Obviously, the whole kitchen will be redone at some point, but we're slowly working up. If she continues to make like 1,200 a day, we should get there pretty quickly. I do think one of the first things I want to do is make sure that we have some kind of automatic feeding because it is a constant task to keep these cats fed. As she's sleeping, I kind of want to just talk a little bit about the whole relationship with Clement. He's leaving as I'm saying this, but I'm not feeling like this is the end of things as far as whether or not he could end up being the father of her child. It probably is the end of the whole romance dreams, but I don't think it would be unreasonable for her to have a science baby of some sort. I said pretty much right from the start that I wasn't sure she was the type that would be in a relationship, and it's not actually required for us to have her in a relationship, so it might be kind of a fun twist on things. You know, she is a loner, she's very, like, in her little hermity world, and maybe at some point she'll decide that she would like to have a child, and, you know, there are many options for Sims in that case. Also, all of the kittens sleeping on the floor. It's too cute. This is why I couldn't bring myself to, like, adopt them out or anything. They are staying. That's just the way it is. We are a 5-cat household now, and we're going to have to accept that because they're just too darn cute. All right, royalties just came in as she's heading off to work, and it was 1,100 and something. It floated away on me, but she is making big money on her books now. And yeah, it's going to mean that we're going to be sitting pretty quickly here. I think if I can, as soon as she gets home, if there's still time, I'm going to send her on that retreat because we cannot get any promotions if she's burnt out like this. It's just not going to happen because she doesn't want to write books, which we need to do in order to get the promotions, and I don't want to see her continuously dropping on that. And I also thought it'd be fun to just kind of play around with that feature since we have it as part of the mod. Okay, so it looks like the retreats are only available from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. So I think what I might do is have her take a vacation day for her next day because, oh, she actually doesn't work for 2 days. We'll be good. We're going to take that retreat tomorrow, try to just keep her relaxed today. I think because the money's there, I'm going to hop back in to build and make some of those changes I was talking about. All right, it's not a perfect match, but I think the couch goes pretty well with the chair that she got as a reward. We've upgraded the shower a little bit and the toilet a little bit. We got a food dish over here for the cats, although we do not have the money to fill it just yet. And we got the 2 additional chairs for here. If we have to feed the cats, we could probably sell one of the chairs or something and rebuy later. Oh, I forgot the fireplace, the most obvious thing, and I forgot that. I also need to center that light because that's going to just drive me crazy a little bit. But I think, yeah, we're getting somewhere for sure. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Clement calls daily to come over, so there's definitely a friendship there. I just think he's not really into the romance aspect of it, and that's completely fine. They could definitely have a platonic relationship, but I do think either way, he's going to be the father of the next generation. I just realized I made all of those changes and didn't save the money for her to go to the retreat. Oh well, she'll be over the burnout by then. She was coughing a bit because the industrial kind of thing is taking over here. And so that is something we might want to work on a little bit. But it reminded me that I have a new mod in here by Cutto. It's like New Civic Policies, I believe is the name. It adds new action plans, neighborhood action plans to the game. And I wanted to take a look at them and see if anything might apply to us and kind of give her a little advantage. And I'm seeing one right at the top that I have a feeling is going to work for us. Literacy program. Some people can't read. Some people choose not to read. I'm not even sure if you're reading this right now. Either way, it's a tragedy. Tragic and dangerous. If you can't read the instructions, your chances of breaking something increase dramatically. Let's put more funding into the schools and make sure this generation and everyone that follows can read like a champion. Gain influence by reading, doing homework, or publishing a new book. Sims in the education career will see some of that funding in their paycheck. That's actually pretty interesting. I think that's something I feel like we would support, so we've added it to the ballot, and when we can vote, we're going to go ahead and do that. We might want to encourage some of the other things to try to get our green thing coming in. We have a tourism campaign right now, and if we're getting a bit of that nasty gross air from the industrial footprint, we're going to definitely want to kind of keep an eye on that because it's not going to help our tourism either. And we have brain block. Oasis's burnout became a total brain block. Brain block seriously impacts work performance and promotions, energy, fun, and skill gain. She'll recover over time, but taking it easy and relaxing will help speed up recovery. Doesn't Oasis deserve a break? Yes, she does. Unfortunately, we only have one simoleon to our names right now, and yeah, that's problematic. So in order to do this, we need to figure out something to counteract it. I had her playing chess, and that seemed to help for a little bit. I don't feel like she's the type that would do anything like playing video games. I mean, she doesn't even really technically have a computer here. It's more of a typewriter. I don't know if knitting something might help her out, but yeah, she doesn't even have the money to do that. So I really don't know what to do to get her out of this brain block other than just like waiting it out. I think our saving grace will be our royalties. I forgot that we actually get royalties every day. That should be a huge boost for us and should allow us to get everything that we're still missing. Oh, one of the kittens brought home a present. Let's give it to, well, we actually like everyone pretty evenly, but we'll give it to Sherlock. Looks like the lowest relationship. Oh, geez, even scrolling sim talk isn't helping her. Oh, goodness, good. Okay, wait, let's pause. Let's see if we can, okay, so it's a significant amount of money. We know how this works at this point. As you can see, a huge selection of books. We're still getting even royalties for the first book, which was the beginning. So we're doing pretty well there. We are going to go ahead and click here on this book writing retreat and see if that helps us out at all here. And Clement's inviting us over. Sorry, Clement, we're heading off for a little bit of a retreat. Just a little bit of time to ourselves to try to recover. Oh, we've lost celebrity level even, so she's stressed about that now too. And Clement is calling again. I barely had a... Okay, Candy Bear has asked me out on a date. You should go for it. We know that, this thing isn't really working for us. Oh, but now she's having even less fun. Now he wants to know if we want to go to the pool. He's starting to feel a bit needy. Is anyone else picking up on that? Oh my god. Now he wants to come over to hang out. No, Clement, we are gone. Alright, Oasis has returned from her retreat feeling inspired. Sometimes all it takes is some time away with other writers, sharing ideas and following writing prompts. Okay, and a large chunk of your simoleons. Unfortunately, it doesn't really look like it did much for her as far as removing any of this. Actually, I think the time is shorter. We're going to go ahead and get some sleep. And when she wakes up, I'm going to buy her a vacuum and make a few adjustments around the house. Alright, so she's waking up, replenishing retreat. The inspiration is flowing after talking to other writers and receiving expert tips from accomplished authors. The peaceful location was a nice bonus too. So she has completely lost all of the negative traits. And we're going to help her out here with this filthy house and get her a vacuum and then pick up a few little extras. Alright, we're going to fill up their food dish, grab ourselves something to eat. How about some corn dogs? And then we're going to go ahead and vacuum around, get things cleaned up a little bit here. And all we did, I added a rug. Not a fantastic rug. She can't afford a fantastic rug. And we got the vacuum cleaner. And, yeah, swapped out the cabinets here for something that I thought fit the style just a little bit more. I think my next... No, you two do not... Nope, we don't... If you two have more kittens, I cannot keep them. I can't. We don't have room. I was going to say our next thing should be appliances, but apparently we need to get the cats fixed first. I love watching the cats play with the toys. It's so cute. Alright, so she's heading off to work feeling inspired from plotting and planning. Mapping out an entire story takes thought and effort, but now it's done. Oasis feels a sense of accomplishment. And another round of royalties coming in. Yeah, we're probably going to spend that pretty quickly as well. Ooh, bad advice. Oh no, Oasis just got a visit from a former fan. He claims that taking Oasis's advice didn't work out for him, and now he wants Oasis to pay. She can either try to reason with the man, or just call security and have him tossed out. I feel like she's the type that's going to try to reason with him. She's going to feel like, upset and sad that she messed up and try to fix it. I feel like she's a fixer. The former fan didn't like Oasis's advice the first time. Why would he want more? He screams and causes a scene until security drags him away. And Clement's calling again. Maybe next time. We've had a bad day at work. Drinking's probably the last thing we should be doing. And she's at ease from recovering from burnout, which is a great bit of news. So hopefully we can get around to that next promotion pretty quickly. And another 352 simoleons for her day. You know what time it is. Time for me to spend her money. Alright, so we've added appliances. I tried putting upper cabinets and really wasn't loving the way it looked. The arrangement just didn't feel quite right, but no big deal. It saves us some money, and they're mostly unnecessary because that wall's constantly down anyway. I also added some lighting and a painting to her bedroom. I plan to add side tables eventually and some kind of dresser, but that should work for now. And yeah, other than that, no big changes. It actually cost quite a bit of money just getting those appliances. I hope that I have enough left to at least get one of the two of them fixed. That would at least reduce the chances that anyone's going to be having more kittens. But I am going to wrap it up there for today. I feel like we have accomplished quite a bit today. and made a huge jump in progress, and I'm feeling really good about where we are. I do think next time we're going to look into going through with that whole starting the next generation thing. I think it's about time. And I would love to know what your thoughts are. Do you think we should try to find her a love interest? Or do you think it's going to be her and the cats and the kid? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day and keep on being perfectly you.